And if somebody is taught Rails and or JavaScript at App Academy, is it usually the case that the jobs that they're getting immediately post the boot camp are in those particular languages, or are some of the companies that are hiring them placing them in a different role where they're using other languages?
It's both. I think that tons of students get jobs using the tech stack that we teach here. Now that we have so many students in the industry, actually a lot of them are using the tech stacks in exactly the way that we taught them, because they're the foundations of the engineering teams at companies all over the Bay Area at this point. But for sure, lots of students are using exactly the things that we teach, although there are definitely quite a few students that get jobs using languages that we wouldn't teach at all, which is, I think, speaks to the quality of the fundamentals that we teach and how we've always emphasized like having a really complete, deep understanding of like these technologies. We know that people have so much more potential than they really tap into before they came to us. And we teach people how to reach that and what they're really capable of. People are always capable of so much more than they realize. So with our students, we push them to their limits and put them in situations where they are required to solve their own problems and come to their own solutions and build strategies for overcoming problems that they didn't really have to use before, when things were easier and not under as much under constraints. Because to be an engineer, like, that's what it takes. You're not just like putting up wallpaper on a wall that's already there. People are saying solve a problem for the first time, and that takes like a special kind of thinking. So at App Academy, people have to be able to solve their own problems and become independent, and that's something that is like crucial for us in our teaching. So we teach people fundamentals of debugging and push them to solve their own problems. And we emphasize how important it is to be comfortable, looking up information and where to learn things, so that when no matter what kind of challenge you're faced with in the future, you have like all of like the important problem-solving skills at your disposal. If we get a student that gets a job learning Python and Django, those are not anything that we've ever taught at our boot camp, but they have the fundamentals to understand like the patterns that they're going to be required to understand, so that when they do hit snags, they know where to go to solve their problems and how to like kind of piece by piece step through those.